The war in Ukraine continues with full intensity. June 19th, 2026. While Moscow burns from the inside, the front line tells its own story. Lyman direction. Ukraine's Signum battalion controlling the battlefield, tracking every Russian movement in real time. Soldiers try to run from the FPV drones above, but the operators are faster every time. Any attempt to advance, any buildup of forces, gets spotted immediately and turned into a target. This is what that pressure looks like, sector by sector, strike by strike. A lone Russian soldier, walking, older, exhausted, no weapon visible, his uniform already torn apart. Ukrainian reconnaissance drones tracking him, and he has no idea. An FPV drone is already on its way. As it approaches, he finally notices it, but he can't run. No energy left. Maybe his age? Maybe exhaustion. Whatever the reason, he can barely move. A few seconds later, the drone reaches him. There was nothing left to do. A Russian soldier running with a water bottle in hand, the drone closing in behind him. A striking image, but the outcome doesn't change. A Russian soldier running from an FPV drone. Pure panic. He spots a hangar, his last chance for cover. Just as he reaches the entrance, about to get inside, the drone catches up. No matter how fast he ran, it was never fast enough. Hidden in tall grass, a Russian soldier thinking it was enough cover. It wasn't. The drone found him before he could even raise his weapon. The last thing he saw was the strike itself. Ukrainian drones once again tracking Russian soldiers through the darkness of night. Russia clearly believes nighttime movement is safer. Fewer eyes, less visibility. Drones equipped with night vision systems prove exactly the opposite. And what stands out in this footage? The soldiers can't even tell where the drone is coming from. No sound to track. No visual warning. Just darkness and then impact. Night offers no protection here. If anything, it makes the threat even harder to detect. One soldier, one drone. He knows it's coming and ducks behind a tree, trying to break the angle. The operator moves carefully, circling, searching for a clear shot. The soldier mirrors every movement, staying behind cover, denying the drone a clean line. He fires a few shots, misses every time. But the tree only buys so much time. Eventually, every option runs out. The drone gets its angle. An FPV drone closing in, fast, on a Russian soldier moving by motorbike, Ukraine's 118th Brigade behind the strike. It arrives so quickly, he doesn't even register what's happening until it hits. But this doesn't end there. He survives the first strike and scrambles under a tree, trying to disappear. A second drone is already on the way. This one, he doesn't survive. Novopavlivka direction. A Russian BM-21 Grad rocket system caught mid-barrage, firing on Ukrainian defensive positions, capable of launching 40 rockets in under a minute. Ukraine's 42nd Mechanized Brigade spots it in the act and sends in an FPV drone. One strike. That firepower never fires again. Summer on the front line. The sun is out, the grass is growing, and Russian casualty numbers keep climbing right along with it. Soldiers hide. Soldiers run. Doesn't matter. By the end of the day, the drone finds its target anyway. This is what a normal day looks like now on this part of the front. Not a single dramatic battle, just the same outcome, repeated, day after day, season after season. Northern and southern Slobozhanska direction. Ukraine's 4-post border guard brigade running a full clearing operation. Shelters, ammunition depots, communication equipment, personnel, every target identified, every target struck. Meanwhile, Summy's prime border unit hits a Russian drone launch site, vehicles, a motorbike, an ATV, and an artillery piece loaded with ammunition. This isn't one strike, it's a methodical sweep through the entire sector. Find it, eliminate it, move to the next target. Another Russian BM-21 Grad rocket system, gone. Ukraine's 77th Airmobile Brigade, Kupiansk-Svatova direction. Strike after strike hits the vehicle. The final FPV drone sets off the ammunition still loaded inside. one less rocket system firing on Ukrainian positions. Ukraine's 424th UAS Battalion behind that strike. And they're not stopping there. 2 more Russian soldiers spotted wandering through open terrain with no clear direction, no objective, just moving, seemingly without purpose. Ukrainian drones find them anyway. Same battalion, same sector, same result. Whatever these soldiers were doing out there, it didn't matter once the drone locked on. Sloviansk direction, near Zakitna. One Ukrainian paratrooper from the 81st Airborne Brigade against a 3-man Russian reconnaissance team. He took position and waited, let them get close, right up to the shelter entrance. Then he struck first. A grenade, followed immediately by rifle fire. 2 Russian soldiers down. The 3rd, wounded, fled the position. 1 soldier, 3 opponents. He made it back to his position without a scratch. Ukraine's Harran crew, riding off with a captured Russian drone strapped to their vehicle. A small trophy from the Sting Interceptor's latest takedown. A Russian military police station and a military police vehicle, both targeted in the same operation. The station hit first. Then, at a checkpoint, the vehicle is struck directly. Ukrainian drone operators carrying out precise, methodical strikes against targets that were supposed to be enforcing order behind Russian lines. Even military police, far from the front line, aren't out of reach. No position in this war is considered safe anymore. Russia setting up ambush drones in the Lyman direction, sitting on the ground, waiting for Ukrainian vehicles to pass. A tactic meant to strike first, but Ukraine's Fatum battalion found them before they could activate. These drone traps identified and destroyed before they ever got the chance to work. The ambush became the target. A strange scene. A Russian soldier posing with a Ukrainian flag, burning it, then holding up a Russian one instead. A moment meant to be filmed, to be shared, but the entire thing was being watched. Ukrainian reconnaissance drones tracked every second of it. Minutes later, the building he walked into becomes the target. Strike after strike. Munitions dropped repeatedly on the same position. Complete destruction. He never got the chance to share that footage himself. Crimea. Russian fuel tankers now traveling with mobile fire group escorts. Armed protection meant to stop Ukrainian drone strikes. A clear sign of how serious the threat has become. Even fuel convoys can't move without backup anymore. A 3rd Russian Grad rocket system destroyed today alone. A vehicle worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, taken out by a drone that costs less than $500. Ukraine's 68th Airmobile Brigade catching this one before it could fire a single shot. The math doesn't favor Russia here, and it hasn't for a while. Ukrainian drones flying once again near Moscow's surrounding regions. This footage, Novomoskovsk, Tula region, roughly 180 kilometers south of the capital. Captured in the early morning hours. Russia's air defenses are stretched thin, trying to cover hundreds of kilometers around the capital at once. A massive coordinated strike across occupied territory, led by Ukraine's 414th UAS Brigade Magyar's Birds. The Lubivsky underground gas storage facility in Crimea, a facility that regulates seasonal gas supply for the entire peninsula and maintains pressure across the transport network. Hit. Russian radar systems in Zaporizhzhia and Crimea, gone. A locomotive in Crimea, destroyed. Multiple MTLB anti-aircraft vehicles in Luhansk, eliminated. Fuel tankers across Donetsk, Zaporizhzhia, and Luhansk, struck simultaneously. A Russian command post in Velika Novosilka, taken out. This wasn't one strike. This was a single night where Ukraine hit gas infrastructure, radar, railways, armored vehicles, fuel supplies, and command structure, all at once, all across multiple regions. The kind of operation that doesn't just damage Russia's war effort, it disrupts everything connected to it. Drones once again targeting Russian soldiers on motorbikes, one of the most common ways soldiers move along this front. But this footage makes it clear. A motorbike doesn't provide cover. It makes them an open target. And in terms of speed, there's simply no competing with a drone. What you just watched is happening every single day. Soldiers running with water bottles, hiding in tall grass, caught on motorbikes, all found, all stopped. As of June 16th, Russia's total combat losses since the start of this war have reached approximately 1,385,420 personnel, over 1,200 lost in a single day alone. These aren't just numbers, they're soldiers like the ones you just watched, day after day. On the front line, Russia is still pushing forward, but converting any tactical gain into real territory has become increasingly difficult. Meanwhile, Moscow's own oil refinery was hit twice in a single week, the largest drone attack on the capital since the war began. Supply lines cut, command posts eliminated, gas storage facilities, radar systems, railways, all struck across multiple regions in coordinated strikes. Russia keeps sending men and equipment forward. Ukraine keeps stopping them before they arrive. The cost of staying in this war keeps climbing. And the numbers prove it. Drop a comment. How much longer can Russia sustain losses like this?